All right, the first lift we're going to do for our upper body are called bent over bicep curls. Now these are going to need your light dumbbells. Now you're just going to bend straight down. You're going to curl it up, turning your pinkies in, squeezing tight through your biceps, squeezing it for a 2-second count and then let it back down. So see it from the side angle. You're going to bring it straight up, squeeze through your biceps and let it back down. So it's coming up here for 1, 2, squeezing it tight up at the top. You are going to do 3 sets of 15 repetitions. If you want to make these harder, you can either squeeze it at the top for an extended amount of time, go to 3 to 5 seconds, or you can increase the amount of weight that you're using. And if you want to make these easier, just decrease the amount of repetitions that you do. Now again, that's going to be 3 sets of 15 repetitions. Alright, the next lift we're going to do for our upper body is going to be push-ups on the stability ball. So you're going to get your hands out wide on the ball. And for this one, the wider you put your hands on the ball, the easier it's going to be. The closer you get your hands together, the harder it's going to be. So I'm going to go ahead and start my hands off at about the middle. You're going to grab the ball, squeezing the ball up in push-up position on your toes. You're going to come down, touch your chest to the ball, and bring it back up. There's 1, chest to the ball, 2, chest to the ball, and 3. Now for this one, we are going to do 3 sets of 15 reps. Now if you want to make these harder, remember you can bring your hands from the outside of the ball closer towards the inside. That'll make you work harder for stability, so it'll make your abs work a lot harder, and it'll be a lot harder for your triceps. So that'll make it harder. If you want to make it easier, you want to bring your hands out a little bit wider. Also, you can decrease the amount of repetitions that you do. Now again, that's going to be 3 sets of 15 repetitions. Alright, the next lift we're going to do for our upper body is going to be shoulder press with our toes on the stability ball. Now I will show you the hard and easy variations as 2 separate lifts. The first one is going to be the hard variation. The second one is going to be the easier variation of how to do the lift. Now for the first one, you're going to put your toes up on the middle of the ball. So start off toes in the middle, hands down, and once you have both toes in the middle of the ball, you're going to get it so that your head is directly above your hands. You'll come down till your head barely touches the floor and push it back up. Down till it barely touches the floor and push it back up. Now to make it easier, you can go down so that you're on your shins, but still you want to have your head above your hands, coming down, touching the floor, and back up. Now, for this lift, we're going to do 2 sets of 15 repetitions. Now, you can always decrease the amount of repetitions that you do to make it easier, and just increase the amount of repetitions that you do to make it a little harder. Alright, the last lift we're going to do for our upper body is going to be bent over rows, but we're going to use our stability ball. So first thing you're going to do is have a stability ball out in front of you with your light dumbbells out in front of the stability ball. Now you're going to roll yourself up onto the ball so that about the bottom of your chest, up top of your stomach is on the stability ball. Reach down, get your light dumbbells. You kind of want to bring your chest up off the ball slightly. Have your arms out straight in front. And then you're going to pull back, squeezing between your shoulder blades and the rear deltoid or back of your shoulder. Squeeze it for a 2-second count. 1, 2, and then let it back out. Up and squeezing it all together for 1, 2, and down. Up, squeezing it. 1, 2, and down. Now for this one, we are going to do 2 sets of 20 repetitions. Now to make this one a little bit harder, you can increase the amount of weight that you're doing, or you can increase the number of repetitions. And to make this one easier, just go ahead and drop the weight completely, or you can lower the amount of repetitions that you do. Again, that's going to be 2 sets of 20 repetitions. Around the world lunges. Now to do these, just go ahead and start with your hands at your hips, and you're going to step out with your right leg first and do a lunge straight forward, and come right back to the middle. Then you're going to lunge at about a 45-degree angle, lunging out and always bringing it back to the middle. Then you're going to go straight out to the side. Remember, keeping that inside leg straight, you're going to lunge down and push it back up to the middle. Now for that right leg, that was 1 rep. Then I'm going to go with my left leg straight out to the front, back to the middle, 45-degree angle, back to the middle, and then straight out to the side, keeping that leg straight and bringing it back to the middle. Now that's 1 rep for the right and left leg. Now we're going to do 2 sets of 5 repetitions each leg. Remembering that 1 to the front, 45-degree angle, and then straight out to the side for each leg is 1 rep. So you got to go through what I just did 5 times for 1 set. And we're going to do 2 sets of 5. Now to make these ones easier, when you do your lunges, don't go down as far. And if you want to make them harder, every time you get to a lunge, you get out here to the front, pause it at the bottom for a 1, 2, and then bring it back. Even at 45, 1, 2, bring it back to the side, hold it for a 1, 2 count, and bring it back for every single lunge that you do. Now again, that's going to be 2 sets of 5. All right, the next lift we're going to do for our lower body are called jump lunges. Now to do these, you're going to start off with your right foot in front. Go ahead and have your hands at your hips. Now when you jump, you're always going to count when we get back to our right foot. So we're going to jump and switch, hold it, jump, there's 1. And jumping, there's 2 and 3. Now for these, to make them easier, when you go down, you actually don't go as low and just stay up high with it. And if you want to make them harder, when you come down, really explode up and try to get up as high off the ground as possible for each jump lunge. Now again, that's going to be 2 sets of 15 jump lunges. All right, the next lift we're going to do for our lower body are going to be seated calf raises using the stability ball. So go ahead and get yourself in that wall squat position. You'll have the stability ball at the middle of your lower back. Walk your feet out so that when you do squat down, your knees don't come in front of your toes. Now we're going to go ahead and squat down until the top of our thighs are parallel with the ground. And you are going to come up high as you can on your toes. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to keep going all the way up to 25 repetitions. Then you come up, pause it for a second, go down for your second set. Now we are going to do 2 sets of 25 repetitions. To make these easier, don't do as many reps, and if you want to make it harder, increase the amount of reps that you do. All right, the last lift we're going to do for our lower body is called one-legged bridges using the stability ball. You're going to start off laying on your back, heels in the middle of the stability ball. Now with your arms out to the side, using your hands for stability, you're going to push your hips up high off the ground. So your hips are high, but now instead of going 2-leg, we're going to bring 1 leg up off the ball, and we're going to hold for 20 seconds. Once you get to 20 seconds, you're going to switch legs. Now going through your left leg, hold for 20 seconds, and then bring it down. These, if you want to make them easier, instead of going 2-leg, just go ahead and keep both legs on the ball and increase your hold time to 30 seconds before you bring it down. If you want to make these ones a little harder, just increase the amount of time that you do your hold. Now, again, we're going to do 2 sets of 20-second holds, both legs.